Good morning. Happy Friday. We've got Top Shot. We got basketball. We got So Rare. We've even got some all day. We got a little bit of everything. Let's do it. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Good to have you back here. Who's in the streets this morning? Who do we got? Rico's here. Jump shoot. We are not ripping packs. Matic Otto's here. Borland, congrats on your top 14 finish last night in the So Rare Common Champion. Shiggins is here. Stubbs, good morning. Excuse me. F it Nico. D-Lo's here. T-Man. Whiz Wit it. Sneeps is here. Shout out Sneeps, hosted a playback. We'll ooh, did I move the camera a little bit? We'll talk a little bit more about that too. We beat. Good morning to all the rugs, goated goats. Yeah, shout out Flow Project coming in hot with the rug. Bonavine's here. Veronica, good morning. A lot of good stuff going on. Here's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to go over last night's action. We'll talk a little bit about the Top Shot drop and just some like funny stuff that I saw on Twitter yesterday. What else we're going to do? We'll look at So Rare. Tonight we have Live Before Lock coming at you at 5:30. Just a reminder, our man James on Monday is coming back, talking a little F1 action. Ooh, Jump Shoot says, happy Friday. Don't want you to be jealous of the Tandy Man's massive fundraising stream yesterday. Shout out Tandy. Shout out Tandy just doing content. Good to see it. Lewis, good morning from England. Thank you for being here. Also, shout out Jump Shoot one more time. Hey, so a lot of you guys probably saw the Twitter campaign we were doing. The Twitter giveaway we were doing with NFL All Day. And a lot of people are always like, hey, what's up, shill face? And so here's how it worked. They were like, hey, do you want to partner up? We'll run a little Twitter giveaway. We'll give you a pack. We'll also give you a pack to give away. But here's the thing. I'm a man of the people. I am giving the pack that I am getting away today as well. So no packs for me, 2 packs for you. So this is going to be an NFL All Day standard pack drop or standard pack that I'm going to give away. So all you got to do to qualify, like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Larry into the chat. Larry Fitz, baby. Larry Fitz. So put hashtag Larry into the chat. That'll give you a shot at a standard pack. We'll spin this thing at the end. And then if you haven't checked us on Twitter, go take a look at that because we're doing a giveaway. Shiggins was saying the goated goats was the most ridiculous thing from the beginning. Yeah, I mean, honestly, all of this is pretty ridiculous. We're all going to look back on this and laugh, but like happy laughs, you know. Maddox says, my man, Twitter giveaway is too complicated. Literally, I think it's 3 steps. You just have to like follow us. You have to retweet it. And then you just have to comment a Larry Fitzgerald gif. So I apologize, Matic Otto, if that was too confusing. Felt pretty straightforward. Hey, so ready, a couple of things. Last night we did a spaces with my man Jimmy over in the NBA 2K streets, just talking a little bit about So Rare, fun stuff like that. But while that was going on, Sneeps ran a little playback for us, right? We did a Celtics Warriors playback. And I just wanted to put this out there to the community. If you've been enjoying playback and that's like, hey, that's something I would like to do. I'm open to having like guest hosts come on and just like hang out in the playback, and you can pick a game that you want to do and I can set it up for you, show you how it works, and then have you we'll do like a little mini watch party. So if that's something you're into, shoot me a DM and I'll set that up for you, because I would like to do playback more, but as you guys are all aware, I'm spread pretty thin right now. And so to settle in for another 2 hours of streaming on top of everything that we're doing already is a little overwhelming for me. But I want to continue to provide those opportunities. So, like our man Sneeps is going to do them a couple times a week. I think Borland at some point is going to run one. So if that's something that you're into, it's like super easy to, and I can do all the back end stuff. So if that's something you're into, shoot me a message. Would love to do it. Veronica was saying the spaces was cool, merge of communities. Yeah, it was cool. It's always nice to hear from people who, especially that they had just gotten in. A lot of these 2K guys were just approached by So Rare about being an affiliate. So they're like working with their communities and are all joining for the very first time. So it was kind of nice for us who have been a little bit deeper in it the last couple of months to hear from that. Was pretty good. Oh, you're willing to trust members of this chat with that. I know. Well, yeah, it's not a guarantee. I might say no. If Poker Pro Eric wants to do it, I'll probably not allow it. Rad Dad, good morning, sir. Good morning. The guys at the end who just wanted to talk had me rolling. Dude, that was wild. So, because I opened it up for questions because it was just me and Jimmy talking, and a couple came on, asked like some really good questions about withdrawals, about the offseason, stuff like that. And then somebody came, blanking on his name now, came on and was like, yeah, man, I just want to be up here. Like, thanks for this opportunity. And I was like, oh, yeah, of course. Like, do you have any questions, anything? He's like, nah, man, I'm just pumped to be up here. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude. Glad you're up here. So that was a lot of fun. Definitely go check it out. Also, if you missed yesterday's show, I thought it feels like we've gotten a lot of feedback on yesterday's show, positive feedback that is. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did watch it, we had a great interview with the Athletics, Bill Shea. Bill is he does the sports business journal. He's a sports business journalist for the Athletic, so covers a lot of this stuff, like behind the scenes with ownership and team ownership, league ownership, stuff like that. But he's been covering kind of the growth of Top Shot all day, just kind of how Web3 intersects with like the league's relationships and the team ownership. So we had him on yesterday to talk a little bit about like how we got to where we got to, both like the positives and the negatives, where we kind of see it going forward. It's the first 30 minutes of yesterday's show. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you had a chance to check it out, and if you didn't, please, yeah, I'd highly recommend it. I thought it was pretty good. I think it's really good to get outside perspectives on stuff. And for people that aren't in it every day, it's good to see. Snoopaloop says, good morning, a little late, just out here collecting W's from Susables. Snoop, did the market pump? What is going on? Bill was a pro. Yeah, Bill was great. And I honestly like never know when people who I wouldn't say he seemed to be like he was pretty harsh in some of his writing, or honestly, he's probably just honest in some of his writing about like the directions of things. And I was curious to see how it was going to go. So it was like, there was a world again, if you guys remember Sean from Rose Garden, the Blazers reporter who came on and was just basically like, yeah, you guys are idiots. It's all a scam. But he had a very measured and not responsible, but very measured. And I don't know. I found it to be very insightful. So definitely recommend checking it out. Will says So Rare Dad is not updating projections. I will say too, our man, JBB, John Boy Beats, is, if you watch Shot Tank, is getting his wisdom teeth pulled. So he updated the projections late last night, and that's going to be the last that we get of them because he's going to be high as hell. So it's even more important to tune in to Live Before Lock, because I will make some on the fly adjustments based on the news that we're getting, and kind of will update projections in my own world. So Live Before Lock will be today at 5:30 Eastern. I don't think we're going to be doing happy hour today. I haven't heard from my man. I think the Hollywood bros are out Hollywooding it up. So I don't think we'll have that today. And it'll just give me a little bit of a break. Also, your boy needs a haircut. We're getting a little floof. We're getting a little floof up in here. All right, I think that's it. Did we hit all of the stuff? What do you guys want to do first? You guys want to talk last night's basketball action, since there's only a handful of games? You guys want to talk about the packs? I'll let the chat decide. And if you're just joining, like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Larry into the chat for a shot at an NFL All Day pack that we'll do at the end. But I'll let the chat decide. Whatever you guys want to cook with this morning. You want to talk some Web3, or do you want to dive right into the basketball action? We'll cover those 5 games and then let's move. Celtics Warriors was the first response. I'm going to say 1st to 3. So that's 1 for basketball. 1st to 3 wins. 1st to 3 wins. Let me look at the live chat instead of the stream yards. I see basketball, hot packs, garbage. Okay, what up, we the people? All right, we're just going for hoops. Let's do it. So there was a handful of games last night. Bonjour, parlez, je ne parle pas français, je suis désolé, où est la toilette? That is French. I said, I'm sorry. I don't know. I said, I'm sorry. I don't speak French very well. And where's the bathroom? And I crushed it, guys. That was pretty good. It was pretty good. But Bulls Pistons, Bulls won 126-108. Victor Wembayama was live talking to all of his French legends. I saw him meet Magic as well. That's pretty cool. That's cool he was there, especially because he's got like a 50% chance of being on the Pistons. Killian Hayes, legit felt bad for Killian last night. He home back in France, having himself, he's finally having like a good year. And he was dog poo yesterday. He had a tough game. I kind of was like buying the Killian Hayes homecoming narrative, like he's going to pump. And he had a pretty bad game. But the Bulls won handily. Got to 10, I think, in the fourth quarter, and then the Bulls pulled away. Levine dropped 30 and 5, DDR 26 and 9, Bucci Main had 16 and 15, Boyan of the Bogdanoviches had 25 and 5, Sadiq Bey was 16 and 9, and then Jaden Ivey was 16 and 4. Ivey's cooled off quite a bit. Whatever, it seemed pretty cool that it was happening in France. The vibes were good. I'm sure you saw a couple of Top Shot related things out there, like I saw a blurry photo of a QR code. It looked like they had a meetup where there was like 20 or so collectors that were hanging out. Saw Sean and Jacob in the crowd. So I hope they're having a good time out there. Looked like it was fun. Also saw a lot of So Rare photos that came out from like the private event they had. Looks pretty tight. It also looks like the tour event is today. I assumed it was going to be the day before the game, but I guess it's the day after the game. But the So Rare events look pretty fire too. You saw like some promo stuff for that. Luca saying, hello, I buy the premium on Momentum Labs. When am I going to have access to the sheet? You should have that pretty soon, Luca. Let me, I'll follow up. That usually happens almost immediately. So I'll follow up though. But yeah, anyways, it's cool to see it happen in France. I do wonder like what the consistency of something like this is going to be. Are we going to see more of this? Are they going to Munich next or London? I'm curious how it's going to evolve, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. Selfishly, as someone who is a hashtag content creator who is home most of the time, I like having basketball on during the day. It doesn't even, it's kind of like baseball. Give me a day game. Give me a day game every once in a while. I really enjoy it. So it was fun to have that on while I was getting ready for my nighttime content. But yeah, Bulls got a W. Bulls kind of stringing some W's together. I don't know, getting a little fresh. Let's go to the main event though. Celtics Warriors last night, 121-118. This went to OT. Celtics kind of off to a slow start, then took a nice, decent lead. Warriors came storming back at the end of the first half. Steph with an incredible Warriors turn the ball over. This is half's winding down. Tatum gets to half court, gets ripped by Steph, who then just chucks up a buzzer beater from the logo, from the leprechaun, and just hits the three. The Warriors take a lead into the third quarter, and I was kind of like, there it is. That's it. The Celtics are broken mentally against this team because the third quarter starts, Warriors immediately go on a run. And I'm like, man, here we go. But this time it was the Warriors that broke down defensively and got real sloppy. Steph had a couple of brutal turnovers down the stretch. Jaylen Brown hits a wide open three to tie it up, sends the bad boy to overtime. In overtime, Celtics kind of run away with it for a little bit. And then they were like, hey, what if we just turn the ball over a bunch here at the end and give the Warriors a shot to tie it? And they almost did. But the Celtics take the W, 121-118. Good win for them. I'm going back and forth. Like, do the Warriors are like, oh my God, another road L? I feel like if they hadn't had the not massive lead, but if they hadn't had control of the game at the end of the right, if the Celtics are just in control, the 5 to 7 point lead the whole game, and then they lose, you're probably like, oh, not that bad. It's against the Celtics, or the best team in the league right now. But I think because they had control, because they've been struggling so much on the road, to just collect another road L like that, I wonder how Warriors fans feel. Jump Shoot says, even though the Warriors lost, doesn't this kind of show they can hang with great teams on a visiting floor? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm curious what the response is for Warriors fans there. Jordan says, GM, happy Friday. Thanks for being here, Jordan. Okay, for stats wise, Draymond almost put up one of those Draymond triple doubles. He had 11, 13, and 9. Wiggins, who's been kind of bad since coming back from the sickness, whatever I felt like it was both at one point. He had 20 and 4 though. He had a solid game. Chef Curry had 29 and 8. Clay had 24. Jordan Poole had 24. There were 10 total points. Wow, I didn't write down the Celtics stats after all that. Sorry. 10 total points from the Warriors bench. They only played 3 guys. They only played 3 guys. It was like Anthony Lamb, Dante DiVincenzo, and Kevon Looney. And I believe Looney and Lamb both got 2, and then Dante got 6. That's it. They only played 8 guys, only 3 off the bench. Now, some of that's injury related, right? Kaminga will be back. Wiseman is still going to get some minutes, even though the Warriors fans hate him. One thing, though, that I found pretty interesting was Kerr after the game said Jordan Poole is now just going to start over Looney. So they're going to start small, which I was kind of surprised by. I feel like they really like Looney, so I thought that was interesting. Let me pull up the Celtics stats because I totally forgot to grab the things that stood out. I know Tatum had a big game, 34-19, man. 34 points, 19 rebounds, 6 assists. He didn't have a great shooting night, 9 for 27 for the field, 4 for 13 from 3. Al Horford had a really nice game, hit some clutch threes down the stretch. He had 20 and 10. Robert Williams, those minutes slowly going up. In 27 minutes, he had 14 points and 11 rebounds. 7 of the 11 rebounds were offensive rebounds. I felt like as they were slipping, as the Warriors were starting to pull away in the third quarter, Robert Williams' offensive rebounds kept him in the game. Marcus Smart had 18 and 5. Jaylen Brown's first game back. He was a little rusty, 6 for 18 from the field. Only hit 1 3, but it was the one that tied it and sent it to overtime. He went 16 and 9. And then Brogdon had 14 and 7 off the bench, but felt like playoff vibes last night. It did playoff vibes. We the people said took Tatum double-double and win and was sweating that OT. Yeah. I mean, the double-double was a monster one, right? But if you're a Celtics fan, you love that because they did seem broken against that team. So that's a pretty good win. They should feel good, especially with the rusty JB. That sounds sexual. All right, let's keep moving. Let's find some more stuff. What do we got here? Minnesota beat the Raptors. Raptors finding more, and this isn't to take credit away from Minnesota because Minnesota was without Rudy Gobert again. They're still without Karl-Anthony Towns. Naz Reid had a really bad game and got into foul trouble early, and still, like, the Raptors just find different ways to lose games. Minnesota won 128-126. Dude, I know Borland, it's been the running joke about Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson is balling. So much so that I've played him in like my FanDuel and DraftKings lineups for like 2 straight weeks now. With no Rudy, he has been cooking. He had 20 and 10. Anthony Edwards had 23 and 7. McDaniels had 18 and 7. Siakam put up a Draymond Green type game with 13, 9 and 7. Scotty Barnes was solid. He had 29, 8 and 5. And then Frederick had 25 and 10. Wild stuff too. There was some like Gary Trent Jr.'s dad was like, yeah, back in my day, I would have beat the pit. I would have slapped Brooke Lopez or whatever it was. Weird. Just like weird stuff. Brogdon, Aaron saying Brogdon came in clutch for my contender lineup, secured me the first. Dude, Aaron, you won the contender? Limited or rare? Which one did you smash? Toronto's in trouble, guys. It might have been the worst loss of the season. There's been a lot of them. Yeah, I don't really know what to do. Gary's dad, the enforcer. I don't know what to do if you're Toronto. But on the positive side of things, it's a good win for Minnesota. I know they had like a weird stretch that loss to Utah wasn't great. So to grab the Toronto win, not that it was a must win, but it was nice. Dr. Dunk says they're going to do a trade. You know what we're going to do after we go over the rest of the games? We're going to look at the Athletic posted this like trade candidate thing. Did I move off of that site or whatever? I'll pull it up again. Anyway, so good win for Minnesota. We got 2 games left, and then we'll dive into that. The Suns got a W over the Brooklyn Nets, 117-112. Suns were without Chris Paul, but it sounds like Chris Paul is going to be back soon because he was questionable, then ruled out. Still without Devin Booker, no word on D-Book, but good win for the Suns. They needed it. Mikal Bridges showed out. He had 28 and 9. DeAndre Ayton with a big 24 and 14. Cam Johnson, he's back, baby. Cam was back. He only played 22 minutes, and in those 22 minutes went 19 and 6. 19 and 6. Really good stuff from Cam Johnson there. So you got to be happy about that. Assuming his minutes slowly get stretched out. I imagine he's probably like, if you're thinking so rare, I imagine we're still like a week away from playing him because you want him in that 30-minute role. Damian Lee at 16. On the net side of things, Kyrie at 37 and 7, and Claxton had a double-double, 20 and 11. Ben Simmons got ejected. It was the weirdest thing. I almost want to know what he said. So he just kept getting himself in foul trouble. He picked up like a couple of tough ones. There was one on like a moving screen, which like was a little ticky-tack, but also was a foul. He was also playing like shit. And seemed out of it the whole game. I just don't get it. And then anyways, he ran his mouth a little bit on the way out. And and the refs threw him out. But it wasn't even a demonstrative stuff, too. It's kind of like under his breath, and he got tossed. It was really weird. Listen, we don't know how long KD's going to miss, right? They said he was going to be evaluated in 3 to 4 weeks, and like you need Simmons to be good for them because if you're not beating the Suns, granted, it was a road game against the Nets. It's not easy, right? It's not that like the going to Phoenix is not an easy game, even with Phoenix, missing a lot of dudes. I just like, yeah, I know Harvey saying playing like shit. So like the normal Simmons, I know you just like think he's gonna figure it out, and he's not, man. He's like, I don't say this lightly. He just feels broken, man. Refs suck more than normal. The refs do suck. They have been really bad. Yeah, I'm curious, right? Because he definitely said it under his breath as he was like walking away, but you could say some stuff under your breath that gets you tossed. And I don't know. It seemed like the way Simmons got up to, like, if you watch the replay, I did a short of this morning, but if you watch the replay of him walking to the locker room after he gets tossed, there was nothing demonstrative about any of it, right? He just kind of like, it was like he took his ball and went home, just kind of walked to the locker room as fast as he could. Jay Blaze said, and then play back-to-back tonight against the Jazz. Going to be a tough stretch for the Nets. Yeah, I mean, listen, you want to be glass half full in Brooklyn right now. At least you went on that win streak and just accumulated as many W's as you can, right? Because I don't see a world where you fall all the way down to like where like the Bulls, Hawks, even like Heat, Knicks, like you might fall down, but I don't see you going all the way down. So there you go. There's your glass half full Brooklyn stuff. Mike, you need to get out of the driver's seat of the Simmons bus. He's not ever going to turn around. No, I mean, he's driving it off a cliff. He's really bad. He's really bad. Probably told the ref you are worse at basketball than I am. I know. Does he get booed a lot in New York? He seems like he never fully recovered mentally. Merkemice, that's a good question. But here's the thing. No one goes to the Nets games. So there's not if he played for the Knicks, he'd be getting booed every night. I actually don't know. I haven't been to a Nets game this season, but that's also not fair. I just remember going to that Celtics Nets game, and I was like, for like a closeout game in the playoffs, and there was just like no energy. Last game of the night, Blazers collect another L. Sixers won 105-95. Embiid went for 32 and 9. Harden like entering his new phase, right? So no longer going like 30, 20 and 10. 16, 14, and 10, just like casual triple doubles. Maxey had 15 off the bench. I'm liking this Maxey off the bench. I think like defensively, that's really good for the Sixers. Dame had 25 and 11, and Jeremy Grant had 24 and 5. And then that was it. They couldn't really the Blazers couldn't really get anyone else going. Simons is like really cooled off lately. I don't know what they do. I don't know what the Blazers do, but it's what do they say? Nut crunch time, something like that. I don't know. They're in trouble though. Let's take a peek at the standings now. Also, my man Paul saying #Larry. You're right. Let's remind the people. So we are giving away. We only have 26 entries. What y'all doing? We're giving away an NFL All Day pack here. You need to like the stream, subscribe, put #Larry into the chat. We're going to give this away towards the end. All you got to do is just DM me your All Day username. And if you haven't been paying attention, we're doing one on Twitter as well. All right, let's take a look at the standings while people do that. So Celtics pick up another W. We've got that going. They are now 34 and 12, winners of 8 in a row. If you look at the Celtics, the Nuggets, and the Grizzlies, 27 straight wins for the 3 best teams in the league. But Celtics are now, they've got a 4.5 lead over 4.5 game lead over both the Bucks and the Sixers, who are now tied for the 2 seed. Nets dropping another one, right? That's 4 straight L's for them, 5-5 in their last 10. They are now still 10 games over 500, like I was saying. So I don't think the free fall is imminent, but they are now 6 games back, a game and a half out of the 2-3 seed. Cavs tied with the Nets right now. I imagine they leapfrog them. And then the Heat only 3 game back. So, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong that the Nets can fall below the Heat and then into the play-in game. But hopefully KD's back and good to go. We've seen him come back from this same injury before and just be the same MVP candidate that he's always been. So then you get the Heat right there, like we said. Knicks now back into the playing game. Bing bong. With the tied with the Heat, though, same record. Then you get the Hawks, game and a half behind them. Hawks, man, like, listen, since they brought Kyle Korver in as the assistant GM or assistant to the GM, whatever it is, they've won 4 in a row, 6-4 in their last 10, game over 500 now. They've leapfrogged the Pacers, who are now all of a sudden Feel good story of the year. They're now in the 9th seed. And then the Bulls, man. Bulls 5-5 in their last 10, 2 in a row. Here we go. Bulls are cooking. Raptors in free fall here. 20 and 26. Wizards 19 and 26. Then you got Magic, Hornets, and Pistons down here at the bottom. On the west side of things, I'm just curious about like the Blazers and Suns is what I wanted to look at. But Nuggets, half game lead over the Grizzlies just because they played one more game. Kangs, Pels, both down there in the 3-4 spot. Then you get the Mavs, Jazz. Jazz, like, listen, we thought the Jazz were like, oh, they're going to fall out, but it's just a cluster F down here. So they're 500 in the 6th seed. Then you get the T-Wolves, Clippers, Warriors, Thunders, all with the same win percentage of 489, 10 games back. That's wild that the 7 to 10 are all the same. And then you've got the Suns half game behind all of them. Blazers a full game behind all of them. And Spurs and Rockets just dumpster fire. So it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. D-Rose, as I say, Larry, maybe 300 to 400 times a day. Hell yeah. Assistant to the regional GM. There we go. West standing will flop on its head. Bottom will be top. Jason. Wait, bottom will be top? So you think, what do you mean by that? Oh, do you mean just Suns and Warriors? Is that what you mean? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Eric Gordon's critique of the Rockets' development didn't seem to light a fire under the team. No. I mean, they don't want to be winning right now. They just want to be a little bit more competitive than they are. Yeah, and Christian Wood's going to be out a handful of weeks. That's right. I saw that injury come through. I saw a so rare number plummet. That's going to hurt. I don't even know what you do. Because I have a JaVale McGee and I also have a Dwight Powell rare on so rare. And I was like, oh, maybe these are going to be good plays. But honestly, like neither of them are going to be good plays. Let's be honest. Korver as a player GM would be cool. Would probably still be good for 3-point. Yeah, I love Korver. All right, let's take a look. I wanted to show you guys the NBA trade deadline big board over at The Athletic, which it's not like I'm an affiliate of The Athletic. I just thought this was cool. So Sam Vecini, Seth Partnow, and Danny LaRue came down and like made a big board of all the players on the trade deadline and like ranked them, right? So you have Miles Turner and John Collins were like the two big name, and Boyan actually. Those are like the top 3. Kuzma at number 4 is so interesting because the Wizards just keep saying they're going to keep Kuzma. But like Kuzma is definitely not staying in Washington, even though he tweeted out, wow, man, the food here in DC. Emmanuel quickly seeing him at the number 5. Listen, Knicks fans, have you been seeing some IQ talk? Because I haven't been seeing any of that. Let's see. Snoop Loop says, do I jump on my sales meeting and listen or just jump on the Zoom from another device to make it look like I'm there? Yeah, I think with another device, Snoop, that's what I would do. The deadline is February 12th, February 9th. It's something like that. We're like 3 weeks away. All right, let's go. What else we got here? So IQ, Jakob Portal. We've talked a lot about Gary Trent Jr. Clarkson's on the list. I actually thought Conley was going to be above Clarkson because I don't think the Jazz are moving Clarkson. Vucci Main, I don't think he's getting moved either. PJ Washington, I do think is getting moved. LeVert's been in a lot of talks lately as the Cavs are trying to shore up that wing spot to not have to start a Coro anymore. Buddy's on that list, but I'm curious what the Pacers do now as they've dropped down to 500. Do they start pulling the switch? But I feel like they've won too many games to like really free fall. I guess it depends what they get back for him. Here's some more Jazz for you. Kelly O, Malik Beasley, Sadiq Bey made the list. Naz Reid. Naz Reid is interesting, man. He's been playing well enough to be a starting center. So I know there's no reason to have Rudy, Cat, and Naz Reid because Naz Reid is going to go get paid soon. But I don't know. Yeah. Perfect Serial saying quickly should not be traded. Hell no. We should trade D Rose to Chicago, Reddish to the Lakers, or Fournier anywhere. No other guard trades. Yeah. I feel like I don't know why. I guess Rose because it's an expiring, right? But I don't know why anybody would go after Rose and Evan Fournier, whatever. The Reddish to the Lakers would be nice too. Vooch is more likely to get an extension than a trade. Yeah, I agree. Miles Turner is exciting because it will be interesting to see which team he can get injured for next. Nice, Sean. All right, so we got Conley, Burks, Oubre, anybody else? Nothing really that sticks out. But anyways, I recommend checking out The Athletic. They got some good stuff. Naz would start in Dallas. Yeah, I mean, Naz is absolutely going to be a starter on a team soon. He's good, man. He's shown that he's been pretty productive. I know he got into foul trouble last night and it wasn't too spicy. But anyways, that's the roundup. Let's actually take a look at some of the standings. I mean, I'm sorry, the schedule for tonight because I forget what we got for Friday night action. So here we go. We got New Orleans and Orlando. Nice. Atlanta and New York, which I guess will be fun because they hate each other. Golden State, Cleveland should be pretty competitive. And then you got Miami, Dallas is on national television. Clippers and San Antonio, Indiana and Denver, which I actually think that would be kind of fun. Brooklyn and Utah should be, I don't know. Memphis and LA, though, I'll watch that. And then OKC, Sacramento, low-key a good game. Hopefully, Sabone Bone is back. I don't know if they've said that yet. They are, you guys probably can't hear this, but I don't know. They're like just sawing pavement right outside. Like they've got it feels like it's deep in my ear. Loaded slate, claw goes up back to San Antonio. All right. Naz Reid feels like a guy who goes to the Kings for $28 million and then promptly quits trying and becomes a disgruntled backup. Oh, you mean like Rashawn Holmes? I think Naz Reid is better than that, honestly. Like, I mean, I only know Naz Reid because of fantasy. That's like the only reason I've been aware of him for the last couple of years. But literally anytime somebody got hurt when he was the backup and he jumped in, he would immediately crush. So I really do think he's going to be good. I think the Mavs should trade Dinwiddie to Washington for Porzingis. I like that. I do. You know what? It's funny, Josh, because my street's actually like pretty calm. Like this is probably one of the more boring streets in New York. It's like families. Like I'm the one like cool bro on the street, and here we are. It's just been chaos the last couple of weeks. You guys remember when my neighbors used to kick cars? You guys remember that? That was one of the funniest things that's ever happened. For those that don't remember, they don't live there anymore. They used to live upstairs. But they went down and just like booted a car. They like kicked it because they were mad about something. And I think it was someone else's car. I think someone took their parking spot or something. It was wild. And by their parking spot, I mean just street parking. Wild times. All right, what do we got here? Quinny, what's up, Quinny? Says, is LaMelo good to go? Dude, so I don't think so LaMelo made it sound like he's good to go, but based on like projections that I've seen, I don't know if that's the case. It kind of sounded more day to day. Let me take a look at this. Let's see if we've got anything. Underdog. I'm going to check some injury alerts here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see anything. Let's see if there's been an update. Let me look up LaMelo. I know Regulator's been in the chat. He's been letting us know. I don't know if he's here today. Let's see the latest on LaMelo. My guess, I don't remember how many games they have, but I'd be a little hesitant. I'd tune in a little bit later to see if we get any more news. Because do they play tonight? I don't even remember saying if they play tonight. LaMelo's quote says, I'm good to go. All right. All right. I just literally had a combine drive down my street. What is a combine? What's a combine? Oh, LaMelo left on crutches. He's going to be out a minute. All right. So they don't. All right. But that's Trick and Frig. And anything that's not Suns related, he's out on. So, all right. Yeah, I don't know. I would tune in to see if we get more. We might not get news about LaMelo until tomorrow. It's a combine. All right. I didn't know if like Rich Eisen was doing like the combine 40 outside. All right. Let's keep going. Let's look at So Rare for a second, and then we'll talk about the Chop Shot Streets are a dangerous place. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Hold on one second. I'm going to accept an offer on something that just happened. All right, let's go to play and then the pass because they've already updated it here. You hear the beeps. Okay, you can hear it. Okay, yeah, it's a fucking cement truck just backing up now. Sorry, I'm on tilt with the noise. It rained yesterday and it was really quiet, and it made me think like, oh, maybe they're done. All right, I'm going to be honest, guys. I had a really bad week. So the only lineup that crushed was this one. My limited contender was a tier 3, and I got a -1 from Basley. I got 70 from Keldon Johnson, 60 from Kuz, 33 from Vincent. Mathurin like wasn't great, but got me 19, and then freaking negative points for Darius Bazley. Unreal. All right. Anyway, so that one was frustrating. All right. Did we sell it? Yeah, we sold the JTA, baby. This one was frustrating too. I got 53 from Barnes, 52 from Woods, 64 from McConnell, 28 from Mann, and then NG, which I can tell you guys, not good. That's what it says. Not good. So that was really frustrating. My rare contender, 57, 32, 29, all respectable. Mike Muscala was like 3. Yuta, oh God, it was just frustrating. And then whatever, my rare champ's fine. So it was a frustrating day. Perennial JBP popper, Baisley. I know. It was tough. How the hell does that fit on your street? That's what Sue said, Shuggins. Yeah, it's. I wonder, can I? I'm afraid to like mess with my my setup here. I don't know. Will that turn all the way around? Turn around every now and then. No, it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. I was gonna try to because there's a window right behind the camera, and I was like, I could probably turn the camera around. But if I unplug something and we go dark, zero dark, Zakarian, it's gonna be tough. Jesus by a lint brush. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Almost won the live before lock people's champ. The people love the people's champ. I know, man on the street. Maybe do you guys want to end this with a man on the street after we do Top Shot? I'll go outside. I'll go outside after this just so you can see it. That's great. Great idea, Jump Shoot. We haven't done man on the street in a while. The only thing I need to make sure is I have my AirPods over there. We'll do it. All right. I just want to talk about NBA Top Shot just for a second before I go outside. So they did a sleuth or stealth pack drop yesterday. They just dropped the $10 hot pack, which I believe there are 96,000 left. And then they dropped $25 like rookie drop pack or whatever. And I think there's like 25,000 left of those. They inserted 380,000 new moments to or more moments to the platform, which is dope. Which is like fine, whatever. Like just don't buy them. That's what I would say. Just don't buy them. But my favorite thing is just the discourse around all this stuff. So you've got like two parties, and this is just drama that I enjoy. So you've got like they like, hey, remember when you said packs are going to be harder to get? Remember when you said there's going to be like less of these things? Remember all those things you said? Well, you have done the opposite. And I know like, so JBB has talked about it. iRacer, Andrew, big time Magic bro. He's posted a bunch of stuff about it. And, you know, I think those are like valid and fair criticisms that just haven't been addressed by anybody because we haven't heard anything from anyone, right? Like we haven't heard anything from anyone except for the blurry QR code. And you know what? We're never going to hear it. Like we're never going to hear anything. This is just like the new path. And it was kind of funny because they dropped it with like the top 50 announcement, right? Because the top 50 announcement was kind of dope. Like they've already started voting on the top 50 of this season. I think that's cool. The NBA PA tweeted about it. Very cool stuff. But I like it reminds me of like, I'm trying to think of like they like provided us a shit sandwich where they were like they like hid some bad stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? Like they snuck it in. So I don't know. Whatever. But my favorite thing, I saw a tweet. I'm not going to share it because I don't want to. There's no reason to like really call the person out. But somebody tweeted out to my fellow NBA Top Shot middle class collectors. There are 3 principles that helped me stay afloat, not lose too much money in this tough market conditions. The very next tweet was like, my account's down 50%. And I just thought that was so funny. It was so funny. But I saw a lot of tweets yesterday that were just kind of like, hey, if you're still thinking about it being about money, then you're doing it wrong. And like, I mean, I get what you're saying. I get like this whole idea of collecting versus like financial gain. I just don't know how more people are ever going to get involved in it when it's like that. You know what I mean? I just don't think that's a successful way to move forward. But again, I don't know. I mean, like, we can actually look at the packs quickly too and see who's in there. The rookie debut pack too. I mean, like the price is just tough on these. Like, like for this to be $10 and basically be worth 3, and people are like, well, you do have a shot at a rare and legendary, but like it's basically you have a shot of a rare. That's basically what you have. So in the rookie debut, you have Keegan Murray, AJ Griffin, Jalen Duren, Tyree Easton, Dyson Daniels, Max Christie, maybe a few more. So this is selling for $25. $25. How many moments are in it? I can't remember. Is it 4 moments? But anyways, what I wanted to do. So you're paying $25 for that. Let's look at the rookie debuts, and then I'll go outside. All right, rookie debuts. Common, yeah, series 4, and then we'll go high to low. And this is going to include some that weren't in the drop. So remember that. It's not even 3 because you can't sell the one. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. A ton of packs available yet. Yeah, there are a ton of packs available. Yeah, and I saw the Isaiah Joe tweet too, where it was just like you go to the marketplace and you see 4 different types of Isaiah Joe moments. Oh my God, the dog just scared the crap out of me. I was just like, what is touching my leg? I saw he's all jacked up. But there were like 4 different Isaiah Joe moments all. And I'm like, I can't imagine going to the marketplace and be like, oh man, what can I buy? Isaiah Joe. Anyways, all right. No disrespect to Isaiah Joe, OKC's finest. So here you go. You got Paolo still over 100. Benedict Matherin's come down a little bit. That was sitting in the 60 range now, down to 50. Ivy sub 50. Keegan Murray, one of the new ones. So if you hit a Keegan Murray that's going for 40, AJ Griffin is 27, Duran 26, Walker Kessler Ranger 26, Jabari Smith 25, and then here we go. Sohan's 22, Jalen Williams 18, Shaden Sharp 17, Tyree Easton 16. These are actually holding up a little bit better than I thought. Dyson 16, Max Christie 15. But you're basically like you're way better off just getting the moments off the marketplace than you are buying packs. Adeem Matthews said, "Is there any good player of L10 for $24?" Adeem, this is what I'll tell you. Come back live before lock, 5:30 Eastern, baby. 5:30 Eastern. We will be back right here doing a live before lock, and I'll let you know. Because I still need to dive into the projections a little bit. I think the dudes like JaVale McGee and Dwight Powell are probably going to pop a little bit more. All right. Sean says, the biggest defense I have for Top Shot is they've created a great platform. I can get my money tomorrow if I want to. They've created a strong relationship with a lot of fans. Yeah. All of that is true. On the first day. Okay. No, this is a joke. Chickens is doing a joke. If these were so rare cards, I'd be very excited about the pack. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we think the same way about, So Rare tomorrow, like maybe So Rare does the same thing in a little bit. Who knows? What Maddox on the 5th day, Rohan. Yeah, the sense that I wanted a vacuum, so I bought a Dyson. Dude, shut up, Dyson, though. Dyson's good. What else? Anything holding up only because the supply is still mostly in packs. All the new ones still have room to fall. That's true, too, right? Because all of those moments are still in all of those packs right there. You can't get your money tomorrow. You can get some. Well, no, I mean, yeah, but if you withdraw, I know what you're saying, Dr. Dunks, but if you withdraw, you do get that money. All right, let's here we go. Last call to spin the wheel here. Last call to spin the wheel. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to spin it now and then I'll go outside. So I'm going to set up StreamYard over here on my phone. So like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Larry into the chat. Let me set up StreamYard over here. Make sure I can just log right in. He just blew over Shig's screen. I know, but because I didn't have time to like read it. And sometimes I Ron Burgundy this stuff, right? And I just read what you guys put down and then it's dangerous. The withdrawal process hasn't been an issue for over a year. Yeah, no, the withdrawal has been fine. The hard part is just like selling stuff. That's the hard part. We're up to 48 entrants. And just a reminder, I think this is going to automatically pop me in. So I'm a little bit nervous here. Let's see, enter the studio. Does it automatically pop me up? Because what I'm going to do is take myself out if it does. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Hold on. Let's see what goes on here. And then, yeah, puts me on. Hold on. Oh my God, it's so loud. All right, had to get out of there for a second. At least I know I can get on there. So I think they should make a deadline for the drop and then burn everything that doesn't get sold. That would make things interesting. Yeah, I know. It would be, right? All right, let's go. Let's spin this thing. 51 entrants. We're doing it. If you win, shoot me a DM. Either at Mike's Karen or in the Discord. Now we're going to go to the Getty. Good stuff, Getty. All right, here we go. We're gonna go. I'll let you guys. You can have Bandy on one stream and me on the other one. All right, here we go. Sounds like Nirvana. Could you hear that noise too? Could you guys hear that noise? I couldn't tell. All right, hold on. We're gonna enter the studio. Let's try this one more time. So we're gonna go on the street. I apologize if it's a little chaotic here for a second until we get out there. Actually, the first thing I should do is shut my Wi-Fi off because then I'm gonna lose the Wi-Fi like right away. Damn, Adit says, damn, saw my name thrice, and for a second I thought I was the one. Well, you can still go ahead and you can still enter the one on Twitter, because we are doing the one on Twitter. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. I think I'm in here. Should be able to. Oh, the dog thinks we're going out, though, so that's a problem. That is a problem. All right. Sorry, buddy. You're not coming with me. Oh, I need my keys, though. He's going to be mad. He thinks it's walk time. Whenever we end this show, he's like, oh, yeah, we're out of here now. All right, let's go see the construction that's been keeping us up today. I haven't checked how cold it is, too, so this could be a problem. If it is freezing, this could be a problem here. Do you see the dog left because he thought we were running, and then he comes right back to the ottoman? And this is what he does every time we leave anytime one of us leaves the apartment, he runs to the ottoman to just like watch us outside. So let's see what we got here. I don't think you'll be able to see it because of this, but that's where he just like waits right there. I don't know if you can see that. All right, here we go. So we are now outside of my apartment. Outside of my apartment here. We're gonna come down the street. We're gonna go tell the people this is how Top Shot and So Rare actually moon, because we're gonna tell the people. So this is right outside my apartment. Yes, hell yeah, dude. Is that a combine, Josh? Josh, is that a combine? Does that count as a combine? And then this is across the street right here. This is across the street. Yeah. Pretty sick, huh? What? Come to New York, the greatest city in the world, the Big Apple. I like that it looks like I'm interviewing a chair right now. That is pretty cool. Tell me a little bit about that chair is going to be me in like, I don't know, like 4 months. That is my Top Shot account valuation. Remember when we first used to do these? Remember when Pack Grip used to do those walk and talks? I do not miss those tracks overhead. You know what? Perfect Cereal and I used to be neighbors. This is like what he's talking about. So there's a bridge that goes down to the park. I actually go the other way, man. I kind of like it. I think people come over here all the time and they take pictures of the beautiful arches. You want McDonald's? I'll give you some better arches. So anyways, that's good. Best chair stream ever. Totally agree. I don't know how to explain it, but this is exactly what I thought your blog looked like. Yeah, man. You know why, D-Rose? Because I paint a beautiful fucking picture. That's why. Right? With my words. I'm a painter. Chair looks good this morning. Did that frame fall off the wall? No. What frame? Oh, yeah. No. I forget where it was. It wasn't. I think we took it down because we were going to put something else up, and then we didn't do it. Construction is still in beta, says Matic. Yeah, dude. Yeah, what's further along, Top Shot or the alleyway? I'll actually say it's the alleyway because they did the other one in like 2 days. So you need cards with your sign up and the link to hand out. Yeah, dude, I need to get my affiliate link out to the people. Yeah, Bandy's on the way. Yeah, he'll go to sleep. Bandy will go to sleep in like a few seconds, I think. How is it not freezing by you, Milo? Milo, I'm fucking cold, man. I'm cold. I just didn't think about it. I'm only going to do a quick block. Like, I'm going to do a quick walk around the block. So I wasn't too concerned. For those that remember, we're about to walk by the men's cave where I still haven't got a haircut at. All right, let me catch up on the chat here. I like how Bandy's feed is 4K and has a great frame rate, and you are choppy as hell, how it should be. It's true. It is true. Morning lighting outside is nice. Yeah, it tricked me a little bit because I was like, oh, it's actually not that cold. But I think it was that sweet, sweet adrenaline that was coursing through my veins. What else you got? Need an end is near sign and a bell. That's true. Boston base, you got 2 inches of snow last night? Is that the same 2 inches Poker Pro, Eric? That's too good. All right, so now we're turning the corner. We're in the shade, so it's going to be a little bit colder now. No one has asked me anything about So Rare or Top Shot, and that's how I know we're early, okay? Web3 is super early. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, someone just looked at me because I didn't have a coat on and was like, what's wrong with this man? Nerdbird says, oh, Nerdbird, let's go, baby. Says, perfect time to log in for the first time in a long time. I missed Mike's chair. Hello, Michael, the team. I said hi, and I missed everyone. Nerdbird, we miss you. Nerdbird is the GOAT, dude. Nerdbird is the absolute GOAT. Speaking of which, I met Nerdbird in Vegas for Summer League, and just so everybody knows, I know we've already talked about this, we will be going back to Las Vegas July 6th through the 9th, I think. Nice. I'm at least gonna be there. The Summer League starts on the 6th, which I think is a Wednesday or a Thursday, and I'm gonna stay through Monday, I think, unless something crazy happens. Then I might stay for the whole thing and try to go to the WNBA All-Star game. That's also gonna be there. Dr. Dunk says, Mike, there are several masked men in your apartment removing all your furniture. First of all, I can see the chair, bro. Second of all, I locked the door. All right, what else we got here? WinWeb 4, that's a great point. Guys, I can see the chair. I can see the chair. Like, I think you think I can't see it, but I can see all the comments. I can see the screens. I see exactly. I can see Bandy waiting for me to come back. Ooh, it's cold. It is chilly. Someone teach Bandy to hop in the chair and use the mouse. That would be dope. If he did come into the chair, that would be pretty sick. All right, now we're going back to the newly paved alleyway. Sun is in my face. Feels nice. He's an attack dog. Why would he worry? You know what's funny? Like, I don't know if I've told you guys this. I think I have. He is like the nicest dog in the world, unless you come into our house or you're a child, which is like two terrible things. Because he looks like this fluffy guy who's like, oh my god, let's come pick him up. Is the thumb covering the mic? No, I don't think so. It might just be choppy because I'm outside in the wilderness, but it shouldn't be. But anyways, yeah, my dog hates kids, which is just terrible because kids think he's like the best, and then he growls at them, and he will bite them. So it's real nice anxiety. Anyways, you say hi to people doing construction one more time. Yeah, exactly, D-Rose, exactly. He's got real Michael Jordan energy. And there he is right there. There he is, he's waiting. Now he's going to come greet me here in a second. And then he's still going to think I'm going to be taking him out, and then I won't be. Let's see if he's right at the door. He's going to be like, is it time for me to go out yet? And then... Bandy setting. Yep, he's like, what, am I going out? Am I going out now? And he doesn't give real kisses. He just smells you. All right, hold on. Let me get out of this. Let's close this out. That was good. That was good. You don't get that content everywhere, guys. That's like a lot of people try to present a false reality of like what their life is, right? That's what those influencers do. Not me, guys. Not me. I give you authentic content each and every day. Each and every day. All right, gang, we're gonna call it there. That's it. I'm out of breath. Now I gotta take this dog out. I gotta go back into the cold. Yeah, some would say that I brought in the same amount of users that Top Shot did during that stroll. How does Bandy do in the cold? Is it quicker walks? He loves the cold because he's a fluffy guy. He absolutely loves it and just sniffs around and runs. He's a psychopath. When we get out there, it'll be good. Nice cardio, Mike. We need you to live forever. All right, everybody. We're going to call it there. We'll see you at 5:30 Eastern, baby, for Live Before Lock. Hope everybody has a great Friday. We are out.